Just 48 hours to go before the first vote is cast in the state of Gujarat. The battle is intensified in the poll-bound state. In an unsparing attack, Prime Minister Narendra Modi slammed the terror sympathizers, saying that when terrorism was at its peak during the Congress rule, and the party targeted him instead of the terrorists because of vote bank politics. Now, without mincing any words, the Prime Minister said that Congress considers terrorism as its vote bank, adding that several other parties, including, have also done appeasement politics before. He cited that the Congress netas were crestfallen after the Batla House encounter, and some even wept for the eliminated terrorists. Listen in.
दिल्ली में जब बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर हुआ तो कांग्रेस के नेता आतंकियों के समर्थन में रोने लगे, रोने। कांग्रेस आतंकवाद को भी वोट बैंक की नजर से देखती है, तुष्टीकरण की दृष्टि से देखती है। और सिर्फ कांग्रेस ही नहीं है, अब तो ऐसी भांति भांति के दल पैदा हुए हैं। ये दल भी शॉर्टकट की राजनीति में यकीन करते हैं। उनको तो सत्ता की भूख भी जरा तेज है। वो वोट बैंक की राजनीति करने पर उतारू है, अपीजमेंट तुष्टीकरण के पॉलिटिक्स में इंटरेस्टेड है। साथियों, 2014 में आपके एक वोट ने, आपके वोट की ताकत देखिए, आपके एक वोट ने आतंकवाद को कुचलने में हमारी बहुत मदद की है। भारत के शहरों में तो छोड़िए, अब सीमा पर भी आतंक फैलाने से पहले आतंकियों के आकाओं को 100 बार सोचना पड़ता है। लेकिन कांग्रेस हो या वोट बैंक के भूखे कुछ दल, ये लोग सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक पर भी सवाल उठाते हैं। हमारा गुजरात भी लंबे समय तक आतंक के निशाने पर रहा है। सूरत हो, अहमदाबाद हो, इन शहरों में सीरियल बम धमाकों में बहुत से गुजरात के मेरे भाई बहन मारे गए थे। कुछ महीने पहले अहमदाबाद कोर्ट ने इन गुनहगारों को गंभीर सजा दी है। दिल्ली में बैठी कांग्रेस सरकार आतंकियों को छुड़ाने में अपनी पूरी ताकत लगा देती थी। हम कहते रहे कि आतंक को टारगेट करो, लेकिन कांग्रेस की सरकार आतंक को नहीं, मोदी को टारगेट करने में लगी रही।
While seconding the Prime Minister's attack, the BJP leaders also echoed the Prime Minister and asked the Congress party whether it had the gumption to deny the truth.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने उन पार्टियों का पर्दाफाश किया है जिन्होंने राष्ट्र नीति और आतंकवाद पर भी वोट बैंक की राजनीति की है। हमें याद है कि किस प्रकार से जब कांग्रेस की सरकार थी तब बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर हुआ तो मोहन चंद शर्मा जी की शहादत पर नहीं, आतंकियों के मरने पर सोनिया गांधी फूट फूट कर रोई थी। और केवल कांग्रेस ही नहीं बल्कि आम आदमी पार्टी ने भी बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर पर सवाल उठाए थे। अरविंद केजरीवाल ने ये सवाल उठाए थे और मोहन चंद शर्मा जी की शहादत पर सवाल उठाए गए थे। ये दल राष्ट्र हित से, राष्ट्र सुरक्षा से और आतंकवाद की लड़ाई से समझौता करना चाहते थे ताकि वोट बैंक की राजनीति ऊपर की जा सके और राष्ट्र नीति को नीचे किया जा सके।
Meanwhile, talking about the opposition Congress, which deflected, asking the Prime Minister to speak on more important issues rather than talking about the past issues.
हमारा काम मजबूत है, देश को मजबूती से हम रखे हैं, फिर भी हमको पूछते हैं, खासकर मोदी जी और शाह, 70 साल में कांग्रेस ने क्या किया? अरे भाई, 70 साल में अगर हम कुछ नहीं करते तो आप लोकतंत्र नहीं पाते थे।
PM Modi always diverts the attention. Now, in midst of elections in Gujarat, he is talking about the things which are absolutely false, be it Batla encounter or explosion in Surat and Ahmedabad. And of course, the whole world knows is that after removal of 370 terrorism will come to an end. Did it come? Never. Rather, it has increased. And at the time of 2011, Mr. Modi gave the statement, rather criticized at that time the government. In a way, he helped Pakistan. That was not the time to get divided. It was the time to get united.
Now, giving a quick background, citing what it calls as the opposition's pro-terror rap sheet, the BJP reminded its rivals how in the past they have doubted the Batla House encounter. Rabble-rouser Tauqir Raza, who had a soft corner for the Congress, had termed Batla House terrorists and martyrs. Top Congress leader Salman Khurshid had claimed on record saying it was Sonia Gandhi who wept after she was shown the images of bullet-riddled bodies of the terrorists. Digvijay Singh too had called the encounter as fake, even as Mamata Banerjee had questioned the encounter, demanding for a judicial probe. Those were the reminders that have been given, Rishabh, by the BJP of the opposition parties. However, it was the most scathing attack by the Prime Minister so far, saying that it was the BJP government in Gujarat that cracked down on the sleeper cells of the terrorists and took firm action.
Definitely, if you see, this is by far the most scathing attack by the Prime Minister on Congress party. While they have nullified Aam Aadmi Party, they understand Congress happens to be their principal opposition, and that's the reason they are going all guns open after Congress party. It's not only the Prime Minister, but even the senior leaders who are canvassing here in Gujarat, they are taking the same line. Smriti Irani, in a public rally in Ahmedabad, echoed what Prime Minister said, and even while we were talking to her, she said that there's it cannot be denied. No, nothing can be denied, and it's on record. So BJP is right now raking up this terrorism issue, the national security issue, just 48 hours ahead of the first phase of election. So they understand that this is the timing when the swing voters will decide what to do and what not to do, and hence BJP is ensuring no stone unturned against Congress as well.
But Rishabh, if we talk about the Congress party so far, because they have been coming out and deflecting the blame, saying that these are past issues and time and again have been raised by the Prime Minister during election rallies. What about the current issues, and talk about the development of the state?
Definitely, Congress is trying to, brush off all these issues. Now, we understand that it's been 14 years since the Batla House encounter happened, more than 14 years for that matter. But the PM attack, rakes up a fresh controversy every time Prime Minister says about things like this. And Congress understand that this might dent their prospects further in Gujarat, and hence they are trying to deflect the blame, deflect the attack from the Prime Minister coming in, that these are non-issues and these are issues of past, and we need to discuss the local issues. All the Congress leaders we spoke to said in the same way that all deflecting politics and the current...
All right, just stay on with us. Udit Raji of the Congress is with us on the phone line. Sir, we were just listening to your reactions. What do you have to say on the Prime Minister saying that the Congress has done nothing when it comes to taking on terrorists, action against terrorists? That is something that the Congress has not done in the past.
What has been done in case of Pulwama so far, not the real culprits have been apprehended. And how did it happen? Who did it? Where the investigation has reached? And he should give account or finding of that, but which he has never spoken. So what happened? Unnecessarily and worthless issues he makes during election to divert the attention of the people, because this government has not delivered, no unemployment, huge price rise, and this is
all right,
habit.
so you're saying that the Prime Minister is not speaking on the current issues that actually affect the Aam Aadmi there. Shehzad, is this diversionary tactics as what the Congress party has been calling it?
Amita, is law and order, security of the state not an issue for the Aam Aadmi? And we have been delivering on development, infrastructure, FDI, employment. Therefore, people of Gujarat have voted us in for 32 years. But today, question is being asked that is it not true that for Batla House encounter for the terrorists, Sonia Gandhi फूट कर रही थी? ये तो सलमान खुर्शीद ने बताया. अगर गलत है तो उदित राज जी जो सलमान खुर्शीद से बड़े नेता है वो खंडन कर दे. अगर ऐसा नहीं है तो is it not true that 26/11 also was blamed by Digvijay Singh on Hindus and on RSS and he gave clean sheet to Pakistan? अगर ऐसा नहीं है उदित राज जी दिग्विजय सिंह से बड़े नेता है, खंडन कर दे दिग्विजय सिंह का, खत्म कर दे इशू को. Is it not true that Pulwama was blamed on India and giving a clean sheet to Pakistan? Is it not true that armed forces were asked for proof for surgical strike and Rahul Gandhi and Sanjay Nirupam said surgical strike and Khoon ki dalali? Udit Raj ji is a very big leader. He's bigger than Rahul Gandhi. He should do khandan of Rahul Gandhi. Why did he say it is Khoon ki dalali? So, we are requesting Mr. Udit Raj, who is a very tall leader of the Congress, who has given a bite to Times Now, please tell us that was Sonia Gandhi wrong when she cried for terrorists in Batla? And if this issue is raised, then it raises a bigger concern that just for the sake of vote bank ki rajniti, Rashtra Niti was compromised. For terrorism, the Congress party also played vote bank politics. They concocted Hindu terror in order to defend the Pakistan Islamic terrorists. Wasn't that done? Wasn't Samjhauta blast blamed on Hindus? What was done in the case of 26/11? They tried to blame it on Hindus. So this is the true face of the Congress party, and therefore Mr. Udit Raj must contemplate and he must tell us why this issue should not be discussed in public domain, that the Congress party has a soft corner, has a soft heart for the terrorists.
Right, but Shehzad, if we talk about what the Prime Minister has been saying, because he's been saying that no one can forget that the Congress government at the centre used to work towards releasing those terrorists. This is said to be one of the most scathing attacks that has been done by the Prime Minister so far.
Absolutely. Congress's politics has always been that for the sake of vote banks, they can compromise on even national security, because vote bank security is more important than national security. And therefore, when Batla was...
I believe you have taken some direct questions to Mr. Udit Raj. Udit Raj ji, Shehzad Poonawalla of the BJP says that the Congress party has compromised with the national security.
See, in case of Pulwama, a week ago, information was given to Home Ministry to uplift, to airlift CRPF men, and Home Ministry did not give permission, and eventually they were killed. So what happened? Who compromised? Is Modi government compromised with the terrorists? It seems when there was precise input that airlifting is a must, because it's not safe to transport CRPF men by road. Why did
no? But what happened to the Batla House encounter that has been referred by the Prime Minister, Mr. Udit Raj?
That's what I'm telling you. The Prime Minister should answer this also. Why should I answer him when he doesn't answer me? That the Home Ministry was informed. It was given in writing that airlift these CRPF men to Kashmir. So, am I bound to respond him if he is not responding me? He should respond.
Well,
to
Shehzad, does the Congress see terrorism through the prism of vote bank as being talked about by the Prime Minister?
It's a Modi government. Hindu, Muslim divide.
And Postop won't help your viewers understand. Look at Udit Raj and the Congress. They have come in the morning on Times Now to come and give clean sheet to Pakistan. They think Pakistan का कोई हाथ नहीं था. ये तो भारत की सरकार ने करवाया पुलवामा. This is a shocking statement, but I'm not surprised. Randeep Surjewala said the same thing. Homegrown terrorists have done it. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary said the same thing. Rahul Gandhi said the same thing. So now Pulwama का दोष पाकिस्तान से हटाकर भारत पर डाला. And Batla House encounter, Amita, the court had said that this was a genuine encounter. It had saluted Mohan Chand Sharma ji's sacrifice. But Congress party went to the house of the terrorists. Digvijay Singh went to Azamgarh to the house of the terrorists. And he said, मैं आपके साथ खड़ा हूँ, कांग्रेस आपके साथ खड़ी है. सोनिया जी रो रही थी आपकी तस्वीरें देखकर, आपके बच्चों की तस्वीरें देखकर. This is the Congress party. They can go to any level for vote bank politics.
All right, Shehzad, Udit Rajji, thanks very much for joining us here on the broadcast. As this is just less than 48 hours to go before the first vote is cast in the state of Gujarat, the BJP government in Gujarat cracked down on sleeper cells of terrorists. That has been the most scathing attack coming from Prime Minister Narendra Modi against the Congress party.